Hey, we're here today with Dan McSweeney from Minuteman. Dan, that seems like an odd way to start a training session at the Minuteman. Is that how you start them all? Start swinging things around?
Typically, we swing it around. It's a rodeo. It's chaos. But no, Bobby, Dave, thanks for having me. It's a fun video to start because realistically, nobody should be doing that with any type of equipment. But the reality of it is that happens. So happy we started that way. Happy to show the durability of our product and really talk more about Minuteman today. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, welcome. Yeah, let's get right into it. Tell us about Minuteman.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So Minuteman as itself is really not an old company, I would say, less than 50 years old, but started back in, less than 75 years old, but started back in the 50s, and we were incorporated under the name of American Cleaning Equipment. And through the evolution of our organization, really fell under the Hako Group, which is managed by Pocell. So a lot of people think or hear of Minuteman and Power Boss and Multi-Clean and City Master, but not necessarily understand the size and depth of us. So if you look at our parent organization, we have over 13,000 employees globally, a little over 6.3 billion in revenue, and over 179 years combined in business, which is really great. Pocell is a company located in Germany that really has 9 verticals, and there's electronics, there's cleaning equipment, and others, but cleaning equipment is the largest vertical, and there falls Hako. Hako is a massive cleaning organization that's really, I would say, expansive throughout Europe and Asia. And then again, we fall under that umbrella here in North America. And again, we have a global footprint as the Minuteman brand as well. So with all of that said, I think the most impactful point I'd like to make on this is we are one of the top 4 OEMs for cleaning equipment in the world, and happy and excited to talk more about that.
Yeah, I noticed it said made in the USA. So German company.
That's right.
Manufactured in the USA.
That's right. So most of our key products are manufactured here in the USA. We do have the German engineering and a lot of our machines that we call localized. So we took their brains, their expertise, the machines they were making for quite some time, really worked out a lot of the kinks, and then localized it here in North America, specifically outside of Chicago, Illinois. Some of our products, I would say, do come from abroad, but the bulk of our key products are manufactured right here in Middle America.
So, like, people have probably heard of Minuteman over many years and years. It's like an icon in the industry as a name. But if there was like one misconception that you could change everybody's mind on Minuteman, what would that be? Like, what's that one thing that you go, oh, that's not what Minuteman is?
Bobby, I love that question. I think the one piece about us is how easy we are to do business. And I'm answering your question a little bit differently, but I think Minuteman typically has been a smaller household name compared to the larger OEMs in terms of equipment that we hear about here in the States. And then the thing about Minuteman is we are a big, small company, and I think we're very easy to do business with. And so a misconception can commonly be we're just like the rest of them, right? These machines put down water, they pick them up, we're all the same. The reality of it is we're not. We're nimble. I like to think we are, we value our distributors and our dealers more than any of the other players. We're never going to tell you how to run your business. But most importantly, getting down to specifics, we make an amazing quality product right here in the U.S. and we're easy to do business with, i.e. we get things done. So I think that's probably the biggest misconception is we fall under that umbrella of just another equipment manufacturer, when the reality of it is we're pretty down-to-earth folks who want to do business, win business, and do the right things along the way.
Now, folks, if you might, if you're listening to the podcast on the audio and you can't see the video because that's only on YouTube, the reason we're talking with Dan this morning is because we got a series of showcases going on. So let me give you the dates. Orlando is going to be March the 10th, Lakeland, March the 12th, Clearwater, April the 14th, Ocala, April the 16th, Jacksonville, April the 21st. I got to ask a question. I want to get back to that vacuum that you started with. Is that the number one machine? I mean, everybody goes, what's the number one machine that drives Minuteman?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, that one that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a great unit. So our number one machine, I would say our greatest seller is on the screen right now. That's our E20 walk behind scrubber.
Okay.
Pound per pound, I think it's one of the best in the industry, but I'll focus specifically on that vacuum. Bobby just asked me a good question about what really maybe a misconception. And we go back to now this vacuum and how this podcast started with one of our employees swinging it over his head. It's durability, right? we know that that's not how products should be used, but the reality of it is they sometimes are. And we have to plan for that. When you're buying a Minuteman product, we want it to be durable. We don't want to hear about warranty. We want it to work forever in theory. And so these upright vacuums are fantastic. We have two models, a 15 and 18 inch. We call them the Phenom Vacs. And I'd say it's one of the most, what's the proper way of saying, abused pieces of equipment. It's coming on and off carts, whether it be in housekeeping, airports, residential, et cetera. These things are being kicked around, tossed around, moved from location to location. And so we take a lot of pride in having a dual motor upright, both at 15 and 18 inch. Tremendous amount of features within. There's no tools required to change the brush, which is great. Adjustable height handles, makes it very ergonomic for any sized operator. Telescoping wands, which allows you to get not only tight spaces, but clean some rafters and get those cobwebs out where traditionally it's difficult to attack. And from a safety standpoint, again, you have that durability. You're not going to break it in theory. But the other side is, the brush motor, for example. It will actually shut down if you get a cloth or some type of large clog that's going to start to impede that Chevron style brush motor that ultimately impacts the motor. So just a lot of safety built into it, a lot of durability. They are a fast moving product, no doubt about it, the workhorse of our line. But our fastest mover, our number one product is with certainty our E20 automatic scrubber.
So as people coming to the showcase, that's going to be the machine they're going to see?
They'll see our upright vacuums. They'll see that E20 behind you. And we're really excited to talk about the serviceability on these products too, which maybe is a segue. So I'll leave it there.
Dan, so looking forward with Minuteman, if you look 5 years down the road, where do you see what do equipment manufacturers have to do to stay relevant, as they move forward?
Yeah, great question. So one, I think historically it's been a little bit of an antiquated industry because the units are required. They're a necessity to put down that solution and chemical and pick it up and extract, et cetera. But I think where the industry is going and what we see from ISSA trends, there's an organization called AACEM where a lot of the big OEMs share data. And so you can kind of see the volume on where purchases are going. It's really geared towards robotics. And I think there's something very exciting in the works here at Minuteman that we'll be displaying later this summer. But as we talk about robotics and where that's even going, it's the value add they're adding. In my opinion, a robotic platform is never there to remove an FTE, a full-time employee. It's there to really give you the value add. And so as I look at Minuteman 6 months down the road, 2 years, 5 years down the road, I do see an injection of robotic platforms to really support these janitors in the JNSN industry. As you think of a school, the tedious task of having a janitor, using an automatic scrubber up and down these hallways, where you have a robotic platform doing that, and you really allow the janitor to do the value add, disinfecting the drinking fountains and the numerous touch points from the kids that are in and out of these buildings, allowing them to maybe focus on recycling and trash efforts, washing windows and pre-sweeping, things of that nature, and really bringing these facilities to the next level by offering a robotic platform that accompanies an individual. So 5 years down the road, I think you'll see a larger suite, a larger depth and breadth on the robotic side from our organization, and super excited to introduce that actually coming late this summer.
Is robotics going to get outside of just doing floors? Or are we going to be looking for robotics doing other things?
Well, I'm outside of my shoes here, but if you look at Elon Musk and what he's doing and having these at-home AI robots, I think the world's getting scary and to a certain extent. But to answer your question, we're really focused on the meat and potatoes of the industry. So from a Minuteman perspective, it'll be a focus on carpet. It'll be a focus on hard floor. I can't see us really pivoting outside of those core competencies in the next 3 to 5 years. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see where the industry takes us.
Yeah, Elon's machine may be behind that E20.
Hey, well said. That's a great point. But as long as there's still a person doing that value add, I think that's a great call out.
Yeah. So again, you're going to be here in Orlando on March 10th. That's when we kick off.
Yeah.
Your local reps, the Genesis group, they're going to be represented here at that time, I would assume. So we'll have either in our showroom, a huge. We already have a bunch of Minuteman represented, so that people can come on in and see it from 9 to 2. But also we can come out to your facility during those time frames too. So Get with your local facility advisor and sign up for those days. It was Orlando's Tuesday, March 10th, Lakeland Thursday, March 12th, Clearwater April 14th, which is a Tuesday, Ocala April 16th, which is a Thursday, and then Jacksonville, where we ended on Tuesday, April 22nd. Dan, I really thank you for your time. It's been a great couple 10 minutes of industry speak.
Yeah, two-way street. Thanks for you guys for doing this. Thanks to Jem and the whole group. We're really excited. And yes, Genesis will be on site, our rep. We're super pumped to be doing these shows and talk about not only the product, but serviceability, the simplicity of use. And that kind of ties into how we started, Bobby, on what separates us is we're easy to do business with. And we intend to speak that from the rooftops and make sure everyone knows that reputable organization, larger than probably one assumes. More importantly, but we want to get things done quickly and support the organization. So I'll say it one more time. Thanks to you guys, especially. Super excited to be tied to Jem and looking forward to the future. Looking forward to seeing all your customers as well. So thank you.
Thanks.
So folks, if you're listening to this, make sure you look down there. The RSVP link will be there. It's free to come to the show. As Bobby said, 9 to 2. We'll have all that. And heck, you know what? We'll even give you a lunch if you stay around.
Awesome.
All right, great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.